EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes the All-Pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Ooh, with a juke. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Richardson. And incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Richardson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Richardson out of the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He'll dump this off to Achane. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And almost but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Richardson looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun. Steps away to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, L.A. Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8. And Richardson back to throw it. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking long for Thomas. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone. For a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. Achane. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now 2nd and 3. Richardson off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 7. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
3rd and 2. Here's Richardson to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Richardson looking to throw this. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Guerrero. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Achane gets it from the gun. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Garrett Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 3rd down and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Back to throw. And Thomas has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 28. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Richardson. That's to his running back, complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Dolphins, the win will move them to 7-2 now.